So unfortunately, I don't know what else to do with this. So I'm thinking just a big loop here for a plaza, just outside the gate. So maybe this building here. Let's just get rid of those rocks. Because if I do want to continue this wall, and I kind of do, it'll go along the side there. And then this, is this even a building? It's just a building. I don't even have it as something. Where am I at? So I can put this down a couple times. And like I said, maybe mix and match something else in there. Alternatively, having the wall. Okay. Yeah, so there really won't be anything on that side. I think. Okay, so let's go back to my plotting rocks here. I think I'll do like the wall there on the side of the town. And then have like a little eatery area over here to this. Then we'll have this clock tower be sort of the entryway to this ride. And then that's where we'll close that off. So, Little Bavaria is going to be very little. There's not going to be hardly anything here unless you just want to come here to eat. Kind of be in a nice little gardeny area with tiny little winding paths, which in that case I guess makes sense that we wouldn't continue my idea for this split road here. I could continue that idea here, though. I don't know what would be in the middle. Oh, well, if I'm going to put this big ol'... Because the center is where I'm going to have the Winter Village. And the North Pole. And I would kind of like to have this hotel here somewhere. Now, if I cut that off there, I could fit that hotel maybe in here. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Until we get this whole thing plotted out, I'm not really sure where a lot of this stuff is going to stay. Okay, we do... Before I forget, let's put this back in. You just missed a lot of fumbling around, mostly. Pocket Ninja? Not much. Oh boy. Okay, that works. It's not super pretty, but it works. Okay. So now I need to figure out how these walls are made. And I guess I just duplicate them. But then they need to come around to another wall. So let's actually remove some of that. And put in what I actually think is going to be this. Oh, there'll be a mascot. We actually have a mascot for this area. Her, Princess Amélie. So we'll have a princess walking around here for sure. No worries there. I got you covered. I got mascots for all seasons and types. Why won't this rotate? Okay, well, first of all, this needs to be brought way down. Just there. Needs to come here. And then this one needs to, well, I don't know. I do want to give myself a lot of room for the actual fantasy medieval town, fairy tale town. So I guess we'll nudge this in as close as possible here. I think that'll be okay. I think that'll be just fine. Okay, and then that will give me the knights walking in and out. I think I put those at just the right level so it actually looks like they're walking and not sunk into the ground. So what is the depth of this? Definitely not 4. Probably 8, huh? Oh, wow. Could we even get a 10 in there? Yeah, we could. Alright. Well, that is the entrance to the kingdom. Such as it is. So, now I just need to figure out, like I said, what to do to extend this. And I wonder if I could just edit in the wall and duplicate the wall. I do kind of want to, you know, have it snap this way and hook up somewhere. So if I have a wall coming from around here, around this hill, it could hook up on a corner right here. As long as the wall is enough that you can see over it, and maybe I'll do a low wall. Let me edit this a moment. Okay. Yeah, so I could lower it by 1 when it gets to the canal side, and that way then these people can see what little these people on the right side can see. People on the left side are going to get an eye full of cliff face. Oh boy. Someone did a hack job of this when they were putting this map together. That's alright. And I was actually kind of hoping you'd be able to get past this and see that, but that's fine. I don't know, maybe I'll make some little caves in here with a little scene or something. Get some gremlins or goblins. Actually, there are some monsters. Scenery. Well, it's props. But it's like some little ghosts. I think they're meant to be ghosts for the Ghostbusters deal. Oh, or like a sleeping dragon cave. Okay, yeah, we'll just hollow that out to be a cave, and we'll put a... Okay, we'll make some nice little scenery for the few people that are going to be riding the monorail. Okay, so now we need to we need to get this going a little bit better here. Well, let me wall this off. How about I do that first? No, I guess we're done. We're done editing whatever the hell I was editing there. And you now can duplicate. Oh, shoot. Cancel that, please. I had meant for you to grab the whole thing. But I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't need it. I get this whatever on the front. I don't know. I just wanted the whole building. So let's grab. That's not going to do it for me. Is it really connected to all that? Dang it. Well, maybe I'll just have to take what I can. Duplicate, please. Why is that suddenly higher? There we go. I mean, that actually works. Yeah, I mean, that actually works. Okay, we'll just do that. So I could hide this by expanding this over here with that. What can I do for a tower? Just looking for a tower I can steal, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm going to have to make my own. Unless we got one over here. That is an entranceway. Okay, so what is this entranceway going to be? I could... I don't know, I kind of want to hide that. Oh, look at you. Look at you. So that does go right to the edge there. But we bring that in just a little bit. No, the only thing I put down off camera, Pocket Ninja, was a lot of this stuff, all the gardening stuff. So all the trees and the flowers and stuff. This is all stuff that I put down off camera. I mean, I went through and I picked out all the fantasy stuff, knowing that I wanted to do that today. But so far, all of this has been today. And as usual, progress has been slow. But we have a slew of people coming in. This is... I'm going to have to redo some of the... Holy crap, look at that! Priority pass is packed. I'm going to have to redo some of these lines. I've sort of left this area. But yeah. So I did kind of do like a come down here and try and get a visual for, what's on the other side. So like a lot of bushes to obscure things, but then you kind of look and it's like, oh wow, what's over there? And I did kind of want this to be sort of a walking theme park, so that there's always going to be something to see as you come through here. But I think it'll get better, as it compacts. Like this was looking pretty bare before, but once I started putting down just a bunch of trees and nonsense, it really filled it in. It kills a lot of the dead space, and I think that's super helpful for making it feel like a really lively park. I also feel like it's probably killing my frame rate. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to make this whole park, but we'll keep going as far as I can. Yeah, so this thing. Yeah. I mean, I guess this can go all the way. Yeah, I don't know if I want it this dense in the rest of the park. I feel like just because this is the Planet Coaster theme, it fits really well. You got kind of the wood paneling and all that, so there is sort of that faux nature feel. But I think that, as I go on in some of these areas, I'll want them a little bit tighter, a little bit more themed. Like Bavaria, it's kind of got the gardeny feel to it, but I think once we hop over into here, that's where I'll start putting down like the topiaries and the more, I guess, controlled garden feel. The trees are obviously going to change, so we're going to go for like a wooded, foresty feel as opposed to, this whatever these trees are, whatever biome those belong to. I really wanted each of these areas to feel separate and independent. So I think, you know, the size is going to change. There's a crap ton of fantasy stuff, so this is a pretty big area, and it blends really well with the Bavaria and hopefully the Riviera stuff. But I don't know that some of these have as much stuff. It might, I don't know. I would love it if by the end of all of this, this was just a cram-packed theme park everywhere. Just, you walk through and it's all full. That would be really cool. So that's kind of the goal. But I do think I'm going to change this road. I think we'll be better off with like a 10 by road through this. So I'm gonna do this, and then we'll. It's not straight at all. Okay, let me turn off angle snapping because I really do need you to. I could probably actually increase the length too. That would help keep things straight. So the question is, well, maybe we want this to be just out here. So then, now that's an interesting thing, whatever it's trying to do here. Not really sure what it's doing. I think there's too many objects in the way right now, and it's trying to snap to all of them. I don't want you to connect to these stupid shops right now. I would like you to just be kind of free flow and independent. Damn it. I think I'm going to have to maybe move this out of the way. This is... Okay, so that'll be our main walking road through here. We'll bring this back. These are identical, so kind of tuck this off to the side here a minute, like so. That's far enough away. Yeah, that's far enough away. It really doesn't. It's incredibly frustrating trying to mess around with it. I'm not a super fan. I guess I can just put some greenery through here. People don't need to necessarily come in this way. Alternatively, I probably can just actually do this, and I'm sure it'll connect up. yeah, I'm sure it'll connect up. Okay, fine. You win. God. This game sometimes. I'm still kind of baffled how they managed to go through all the game and playtest and all that stuff, and then they still struggle with the path tool. How do you struggle with the path tool? But anyway. Okay, so we'll have a little path go through here, and this will end up being, what, like 6? Probably. Yeah, that works. Okay. So that path tool will be off. Boy, it really gives you... It's kind of hard to tell with scale until you really get down in here and see that, you know, that's a person. And this is going to be a massive area. That's okay, though. I would prefer it to be massive rather than empty. I cannot imagine having to build on this park size. I'm pretty sure this is one of the default maps that came with the base game. But before they added the DLC and all the extra stuff and things you could do, I can't imagine how people filled their parks. I'm going to have to fix this line to be a slightly lighter curve along the backside here. That's a little too tight. But anyway, I keep getting distracted here just looking at this stuff. So, build a tower or find a tower to steal. It looks like I could maybe cut this in half, although that's a pretty big tower, although it also fits the theme, so... But there's not really another tower to steal, unless I pull it out of that. You know what? I think I will, because then it fits the gate. So can I duplicate you and just... Yes, I can. And actually, if I just keep it, that's pretty much the right height. I'll have to trade some of the wall. But, yeah, that actually looks really good. I mean, it sort of looks really good. It fits, anyway. There. Now we center the gatehouse. It's probably a little bit low. So maybe I can actually raise... There we go. Raise... Oh. Well, it is just a window after all. But now it just looks like an archway. Yeah, but I think that's an archway that those guys could get through. Of course, being able to see into it and then see that there's nothing here also kind of ruins the illusion. So maybe I can find a doorway or something and I can seal that off. It does, you know, the brick is not the same. Brickwork is not the same. But it does match the gatehouse. So, I guess it works. Well, I'll fiddle with that off camera. I'm going to swap out the walls so that it actually is a solid wall down here and it actually looks like it belongs to the structure. But the only reason I really wanted this was so that I could then get this over. Because I would like for this wall to extend along the canal and then hook up back here. So I guess if I... well, let me edit that. As it comes in here. So we give it the chop right about there. Oh, didn't I? Nah. Okay, well, I guess we give it the chop right there then. Okay. So yeah, that wall will come around and will fit in. Because kind of determining where the boundaries are is going to sort of determine where my pathway goes. So I think we'll end up going right about there. Because that wall will come back in here. And it wants to be a low wall. Just outside the canal. Although that kind of kills the canal for these guys. I mean, I don't know. Is that even necessary? I could have a pathway along the back, I guess, that sits on the side of the canal. Maybe I could figure out a way to make sort of like a little dip down, like in Vermintide, and then have like a sewer entrance there. I wonder if we got rats. No, we've got a kraken. Oh, we do have spooky rats. We've also got drats, dragon rats. Okay. Well, I mean, so what I could do here is I could actually, once it gets here, I could have it lowered down. So this monorail is lowered down to the ground, and then you could actually see along the side here. I'm going to add one. I'm going to add more. So when this comes around through here, it'll somewhere along here. I'm going to have it stop over here. So, because I figure people can walk to the next area here, but getting over to this side, which is going to be the Riviera Steampunk Vintage area, you're going to want them to come over here. Obviously, it's not as efficient as just saying, here you go, but I will connect a road here anyway, so if people do want to still walk, they can do it. But having a nice little scenic monorail through here to get to your next area, I feel will be kind of fun. And maybe I won't have it here. Maybe I'll have the monorail stop here. But